So the next thing I'm going to talk about now, Latino Trump voters, like this man over here, who thinks, yeah, it's a good thing, Trump's policy of deporting millions of illegal migrants, but somehow he thinks that it's not going to affect him. He thinks that is one of the good ones. He thinks that Trump was talking about criminals when he was talking about deporting illegal migrants. He doesn't know that Trump meant illegal migrants. So whether you have a job, whether or not you're an upstanding, quote unquote, non-citizen, as long as you're illegal, out you go. He's going to come to the realization that it wouldn't be fair if Trump affects family-oriented people. The time for that has passed. They probably were not listening when Trump said all that.
Hundreds of thousands of people who already have criminal records. If deporting them creates a mass deportation, I'm all for it.
But what if rounded up in all of that are people who work on a farm? They're doing the jobs that Americans don't want to do. Does that worry you?
That wouldn't be fair. Of course, they need to make sure that they don't throw away, they don't kick out, they don't deport people that are.
He was going to say that they have to make sure that they don't kick out hardworking people who are family oriented. Dude, that was not what Trump campaigned upon. Trump campaigned on kicking out illegal migrants. So whether you're an upstanding citizen or not, you're going out. Is it that you didn't think this through? Myself personally, I am someone who I believe that every country should have a very strong border. I believe that crossing into a country illegally is a crime and should be a deportable offense. So I totally have no sympathy for any illegal migrants that is going to be deported. So imagine there is another person, maybe there are two people, myself with that position that I have, and another person with another position that is more amenable to migrants to say, okay, if you're not committing a crime, there's a path to citizenship and so many other things can be more lenient for you. And then you look at me and you say you're going to vote for me against the other guy. What are you expecting to happen? What exactly are you expecting to happen? They would do exactly what they said they were going to do. Trump isn't going to just look at deporting criminals, because the idea that it's just criminals that he wants to deport, the research hasn't shown that migrants commit crime any more than native-born Americans. So that might just be an hyperbole. That's just an exaggeration. Of course, with any group of people, you're going to have criminal elements in them. But most people who migrate to another country migrate for economic opportunities, migrate for safety reasons. They're not criminals. They're not going there to commit crime. They're not even in their home country. So it's a bit difficult for them to do all those manner of things. Now, this guy was asked about, so what happens? How can you effect this deportation without breaking up families? And what he just said is the most stone cold thing that I've ever heard. But it's the way it is. It is what it is.
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Aha, you heard that. Families can be deported together. It means that even if you are legal and you have another family member that is illegal and they don't want to break up the family, off you go. If the children are citizens and the parents are illegals, they don't want to break up the family, out everyone goes. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. And if it happens, it happens.